Previously, for the applications and websites we built, the master prompt and the follow-up prompts we gave were the source of truth for the entire project. But now, this prompting technique has evolved into different branches. One of the latest trends among them is the skills.md file. In this video, we are going to use just one common prompt. With that, we'll build one project without a skills.md file and another project with the skills.md file. By comparing the outputs from both processes, you will clearly understand how important the skills.md file is. Simply put, in this video, we are going to use the skills.md file to build multiple different design variations for the same project. You can even say we are going to play with the skills.md file. Finally, in anti-gravity itself, they've released something called agent skills along with a hidden folder structure. We will see how to create that, and once we build a skill creator using it, we can further create multiple skills from there. Apart from that, we've used Claude AI a lot, right? Their company Anthropic has open sourced many skills. Since these skills.md files are coming from a leading AI company, they're very effective. Just analyzing them will significantly improve our prompting techniques. Every application we build can become much more effective. I'll provide the GitHub repository link in the description. Use it and analyze everything. To understand how prompt engineers in a leading AI tech company think and work, each skills.md file in that repository is extremely valuable. We can learn a lot from it. Now, as I mentioned, we are going to use a simple prompt. Using that prompt, it gives us a task list and implementation plan. When we proceed with it, you can see that it generates a basic blue color design. Usually, AI creates this kind of standard corporate looking blue button design. Similarly, when you see purple or gradient based designs, you can easily identify that the application or website was built using AI. The power of effectively using the skills.md file is that it helps us bypass this generic AI look. Right now, it has built only a basic page. As I mentioned earlier, Anthropic has released their skills directory on GitHub. The link will be in the description. You can go into the skills folder and download the front-end design skill. I created two folders, one with skills and one without skills. Inside the with skills folder, I placed the skills.md file. If you compare the AI generated blue button design with this new one, this one is built in an editorial style using the skills.md file. Now compare both. I'll scroll through each. Next, using the same skills.md file, we'll change the editorial style into a soft pastel style. I just reloaded the design and you can see how completely it changed. Even the content has been modified effectively. Then I asked questions again using the same skills.md file. It provided multiple options and we can select whichever we prefer. After selecting clearly and proceeding, it gave us a detailed implementation plan again. When I reloaded, the design changed instantly. Now it looks much more unique and creative, like something a real agency would build. Compare the very first design we created with this one and see how far we've come. Now coming to agent skills released in anti-gravity, we are going to build our own skill creator. Once that's created, we can generate more skills from it. I asked ChatGPT for a prompt for a basic consulting website and used the same prompt here, setting it to Gemini 3 Pro planning mode. It gave a task list and implementation plan. It suggested creating a new consulting website directory, but I instructed it to build everything inside the without skills directory instead. Once we proceeded, it integrated that command into the plan. Now you can see it correctly creates all files inside the without skills folder. When you open and scroll through them, about page, contact page, everything looks like a very basic template based AI built website. You can instantly recognize it. Next, we'll use Anthropic's skills. As I said, the GitHub repository link is in the description. Inside that repository, under the skills folder, there are many different types of skills explained clearly. Since these skills were built by a group of AI engineers at Anthropic, analyzing them helps us effectively learn AI prompting techniques. So instead of downloading the skills.md file and asking ChatGPT or Claude to summarize it, read the skills.md file directly. You will understand all the technical terms inside each skill. By fully analyzing it, your prompting techniques and technical skills will subconsciously improve. Inside the skills folder, there are many options like brand guidelines, canvas design, MCP builder, PDF, skill creator, testing, etc. For now, we'll use the basic front-end design skill. Inside that folder, there's a skills.md file. I downloaded it and placed it inside the with skills folder, renaming it properly. When you preview it, you will see detailed information about design thinking, critical guidelines, tone, constraints, and technical requirements. For example, it defines whether the design should be brutally minimal or something else. That itself shapes the design. It clearly states that front-end production-grade applications should be functional, visually striking, memorable, and cohesive. Under front-end aesthetic guidelines, it emphasizes choosing beautiful, unique, and interesting fonts. It explicitly says to avoid generic fonts like Arial and Inter, because most AI-built websites use those fonts. By choosing unexpected characterful fonts, the front-end aesthetic improves. Instead of vaguely saying use a primary and secondary font, it clearly mentions using a distinctive display font with a refined body font. It also explains color, theme, motion, spatial composition, background, visuals, etc. very effectively. At the end, it says Claude can produce extraordinary creative work, but only if you ask deeply and properly, not superficially. Now, instead of using the previous agent history, I created a new agent and referenced the skills.md file. I instructed it to build the project according to the skills.md standards inside the with skills folder.skills.md. In the implementation plan, it clearly states that the theme should be refined and editorial. Instead of using the usual purple or blue colors, it chose a different palette because we referenced the skills.md file. In typography too, it selected unique fonts. The implementation plan is much more detailed than before. After proceeding, compare the home page, about page, services page, and contact page built with skills. The footer needed fixing, which it handled. Now compare the left without skills and right with skills designs. They may have similar sections, but the thinking behind content and design is completely different. The main reason I asked you to read the skills.md file is that we can modify every detailed instruction inside it.md. For example, undertone, there are themes like brutally minimal, retro-futuristic, organic, natural, etc. Using the same skills.md file, we can change the editorial style into soft pastel style by modifying tone and theme. That's how powerful the skills.md approach is. Look at each color selected here. Everything has been chosen in pastel tones. The colors are correct, and if you check the typography, the fonts, outfit, and mulish have been selected from Google. That itself looks good. I searched on Google to understand the difference between this font and the other one. The look is fine here. Okay, we can use this font. Otherwise, we can give further comments in the implementation plan and change it there. Now we have implemented everything. Next, let's reload this design. See how effectively the animations appear in soft pastel colors with detailed styling. Again, I'm saying this from the previous design to this one. We've only changed the tone. Nothing else has been changed. Because we elaborated well in the implementation plan, we got this output. We can further improve it by getting more involved in the implementation plan. Now, in this design thinking itself, it feels like it's asking us many questions. I used a skill.md file and told it to analyze that file. I also asked it to analyze and then ask me questions. Based on my answers, I told it to change the design, UI, UX, layout, structure, and content. I'm using Gemini 3 Pro, but that's not important. The uniqueness here is analyzing the skill.md file and asking further questions from it. Based on the answers we give to those questions, our design and website should be influenced accordingly. After analyzing the skill.md file, it asks us 4 questions. One is purpose and audience. Who is our audience and what is our purpose? Next is tone and aesthetics. Then differentiation. How should our project stand out? What should be the memorable hook? After that, it asks about content persona. What type of content writing style should we use? Now, in purpose and audience, I selected option B. This totally depends on you. The output of the project depends on how you answer. I selected option B, meaning I want it to be like a tech agency type. Then I gave only the title, intensify it. You don't need to copy everything, just giving the title is enough. For differentiation, when it asked what type it should be, I gave 2 answers. One, it should be visually strong. At the same time, it should have motion, like scroll animations and similar effects. When it asked about content persona, I selected bold. Based on this, it generated a task list and an implementation plan. The implementation plan was very effective, so I proceeded further. After that, I scrolled and showed it. When I reloaded the design, it changed completely. Now there was only an issue in the title area. We can fix that. In one page's hero section, I mentioned that the title was not visible, and it fixed it. Look at the contact form. It's very effective. Now that it's fixed, I'll reload it. It's fixed on the home page and all other pages too. The title color also changes depending on the background influence. Initially, when we created the design without the skill.md file, even though we used the same master prompt, it looked like that. Finally, after asking it to analyze the skill.md file and ask questions, and after we answered them, see how the design turned out. This is where we differentiate. Today, many AI web code tools are available. If you just use a basic master prompt without adding any design influence, it's easy to detect that your application or website was built using AI. That's why we should use a skill.md file, analyze it effectively, ask questions, and provide answers. After answering, we should properly read the implementation plan. If any further changes are needed, we can add comments in anti-gravity. Once all comments are provided and we proceed with the implementation plan, the project will be built very uniquely. This method is more effective than the prompting techniques we've learned so far. Today, I used a front-end skill.md file. Similarly, Similarly, we can create skill files for backend, social media strategy, and marketing websites. When we create videos, even for video titles, people use these kinds of skills very effectively. We saw a folder called Skill Creator in the Anthropic GitHub repository. We can use that to create additional skills. Finally, it gives an MD file. By referencing that MD file and asking follow-up questions, we can get an effective output. This technique is more effective than using a large master prompt. Now, agent skills have been launched in Antigravity. We can use it to create an effective skill creator. I'll put the document link in the description. I copied everything from that page and pasted it into Antigravity along with the page link. Then I said, based on all these details, create a skill creator.md file in this project. It analyzed everything and created a file for us. We didn't mention any folder names, but it automatically created it inside .agent/skills/skill-creator. That's Antigravity's method. The .agent skills folder is a hidden folder. We can decide whether to push it to the repository or not based on whether it's a private or public repository and whether it contains any unique details. Big companies use agent skills and skill.md files effectively and include them in their projects. Even if a very experienced person works on the project or a fresher works on it, there are standards and it won't go beyond those standards. That's why project-wide MD files are very important. If we want to create another skill, it clearly explains what questions to ask and what folder structure and file structure to follow. It also differentiates between good and bad descriptions. The description should be very effective and clearly explained. It shouldn't just be a one-liner like helps with deployment or a skill for handling database operations. It should be fully explained. It says to be specific and actionable and to include decision trees for complex scenarios. Everything is written in detail with step-by-step options. Finally, the skill.md file, the skill creator MD file, looks like this. Now what we can do is reference this skill.md file inside the agent skills folder. You must select it properly because inside the skills folder we already have a skill.md file. Now we are going to reference the skill creator file instead. Based on this, create a skill for a backend. Earlier we had only a front-end skill. Now we are creating a backend one. For the backend, I told it to refer to the front-end skill file format. I also said you can refer to this format if it helps. Since the existing skill.md file name was slightly confusing, I renamed it to something like claude-front-end-skill.md so that we can easily differentiate between files. Now it is creating a new file. If you look at the key sections it created, architectural thinking, which is very important for backend, backend engineering guidelines, API design, data layer, security, error handling, and code structure. It also includes code quality standards, configuration techniques, testing, and documentation. Let's open the MD file we created. You can see highlighted security first approach. This is very important for backend. It clearly mentions input validation, parameterized queries, proper authentication, and password hashing. In the agent skills folder, there was already a folder structure for skill creator. Similarly, it created a skill.md file under backend design. This is Antigravity's code editor format. That's why it created it like this. Now I'm previewing the skill.md file and we can elaborate further if needed. Everything required for a backend is written in detail, from code quality checks to using environment variables, handling sensitive data, and never committing secrets. All of this is included in the code quality standards. We should treat this file as a source of truth when writing backend code and analyzing whether our code meets the standards. That's why this is very important. If you read everything in detail, you'll understand how to write an effective prompt, what a proper structure looks like, and what keywords are important for that particular tech stack. Even if it's a skill.md file, today project configuration, prompting techniques, and AI referable MD files are extremely important. Recently, whenever I see AI related news, I notice that these skill.md files, project configuration files, and prompting techniques are being asked about, even by VCS who want to invest in your app. Similarly, in technical interview rounds, companies clearly ask about these things. They ask how we use AI and different methods to build applications. Now it's almost like everyone accepts that AI is being used by everyone. Earlier, people only focused on how effectively we write code. Now, configuration files, prompting methods, and project-wide AI referable MD files are also being evaluated both for investments and interviews. That's why project-wide configuration files are very important. If you have any questions related to this, ask in the comment section of this video. I have added the GitHub link, Antigravity Agent Skills documentation link, and our WhatsApp and Discord community links in the description. For this video, I did not use any large master prompt, just a simple conversational prompt. So use the skill.md file effectively. Thank you. See you in the next video.